Hey friends, it's Dean and Katie.
Hello.
We're very excited to be here. It's day 6 of Vlogmas, and we are gonna chat with you for a minute about what's up with the Yarn Adventure because, yeah, we're here today. So, first up, I want to go ahead and do my Vlogmas stuff and show off Woolens and Nosh. And I finished my color for the week, for the day, not the week, the day. And so Dean has the video of that, which he will add in here somewhere, probably over the top of him. So there's the color. It's this really great teal, and I think it's really nice. I really like it. I like the color progression going on here. So really enjoying making this, and it's going to be a lot of fun to have socks for this year. And I'm going to have them before Christmas, which is very awesome because I do enjoy my Christmas socks. Speaking of Christmas socks, Dean's going to have to pick out his socks yarn for his Christmas socks this year because
I
last
haven't done
year
that. Yeah.
I did use some Christmas Eve socks,
Yes.
and those were great because I made them on the machine, so they were done by Christmas, which
A
was
little easier
awesome.
than you used to do it.
Yes. It takes me less than a year and a half to actually knit you a pair of socks, which
Yes.
is always a positive. So, all right, and then we have our Katrin Gold box countdown, day 6. Would you like to hold this?
Yes.
Thanks. Dean's very helpful in that way. Ooh, it's a crochet hook
Oh,
hexie.
nice.
So it's a gauge, a hook gauge. Wait a minute. Can I get it to focus? I don't think I can. Maybe there it goes. Okay. So it has all the stuff on it to measure all of my hooks. So you lay them in here at the throat, like right below the head, and that way you can measure accurately what size you have. I don't have one.
No, yeah, you don't.
That's mine, so this is awesome. We do have them on the truck, but they're square, so that's really cool that that one is not. So put that in there, and look, we're already done with one whole row of our countdown. It's so exciting. So you can tell Dean and I got our pin board hung up, and that's awesome. I also hung up some art on the walls in here, so making it a little more homey, a little less chaotic. I don't know, there's still a giant pile of boxes over here.
It's
But we're
getting
going to
better.
take care of those this weekend because you
Yes.
guys are going to buy some Missouri boxes. And we know that's happening. We will also have all of our Texas boxes. And we have
Yeah, 4 Michigan
four Michigan
boxes
boxes left.
and
And
a
then
handful
we
of Virginia ones
a
left.
handful of
So
Virginia. So we'll have all of the boxes with us this weekend at YarnCom in St. Louis on the 9th. We'll be having a little party there from 10 to 4. So it's going to be very exciting and awesome. And we're going to knit the day away. Dean's going to work on his hat that he hasn't touched in a month and a half.
yes, I have not done that.
And I am going to be, hopefully, I'll have my hat done that I'm working on now. And
Oh yeah, you should.
maybe I'll get back to a sweater or two. That would be great. I would love that.
You were looking for a sweater project.
I started this sweater like a year ago, a little more than a year ago, and it is from Zante Knits, and it is called Pagan Sky, and it is the coolest like Nordic star chart
Yeah, I remember
like
you looking
symbols,
at that.
and it's really neat, and it's done in like this color plum. Everything in my wardrobe is this color plum. Like it's my favorite color or something. It's really weird. Anyway, this color and silky wool, and then it's got a gray for the color work. So it's a really pretty sweater. So I have some sweaters to finish up, and I am at like 22 projects for the year finished on Ravelry. So if I put in my spinning projects, I'd probably be closer to 30. My
I
goal
think
is
so.
36 for the year, but I don't know if I'm going to make it.
You did a lot of other stuff this year.
I did do a lot of other stuff, and there was like a 3 month period where I didn't make anything at all.
Yeah, you did a lot of other stuff.
It's probably because I was driving a lot, but we're gonna fix that this year.
Yes.
This year we're gonna fix it. Okay,
Yes, we are.
so we are going to chat a little bit about Yarn Adventure and what's going on with that because I've kind of hinted at a few things, but I haven't really chatted a lot about what is going on. So we dropped off Evie, the new yarn truck, at in Ohio at Creative Mobile Interiors, November 7th.
7th?
7th.
Yeah.
Yeah. the first Thursday in November. And we got to sit down with our building manager, Aaron, and we did all kinds of planning stuff, and he was great to work with. Guys, the facility there is amazing. If you are looking to do a
Any kind of
any kind of
RV
RV,
renovation,
bus,
any sort of vehicle
yeah,
renovation,
where you're wanting something like livable or just sprucing up the inside, these people have got it together. They really do. I'm seriously impressed. Dean's gonna put in some pictures here.
Yeah, I'll put in a couple of teaser pictures for what's going on with
Yeah,
Evie.
but he'll put in some pictures of like the facility.
Yeah.
And there's like, I don't know, they probably employ like 20 something people, 25 people.
It was a bigger operation than I thought it was.
Yeah, and then I mean, like professionals, like we're talking like electrical engineers and plumbers and tilers and contractors, and so it's really cool to see the workshop. And we got to tour a bus that they had just finished, and we got to see another bus that was in progress, like one of those big tour bus size vehicles that's huge, and they are like doing super custom and building out for a family, and it was really neat.
They do everything from adding in a new refrigerator to completely redoing the $1 million motor home.
Yeah, it was really neat. So Evie has been completely gutted. She is, they're hiding electrics in the floor, so it's gonna be nice and clean. And we've got the last pictures I saw were they were starting to work on the back door and figuring out exactly where they could cut to put in the back door, which we're so excited about having 2 entrances. That's a big thing for us. And they were taking out the fridge and making that a closet space for hanging all of our inspirations and samples, I should say. And then, and then we have the space. We already have the bed ordered, and it's sitting there waiting for us, waiting for them to put the Murphy bed frame in. And then
they're just kind of getting it to a point where they have gotten everything out, and then we can finalize all the things that we want to do to it.
They're really working on that white box phase, which is where they literally build out mock cabinetry and put it in and see how it fits, and then send us pictures of that. So really,
it's gonna look amazing. You can tell it's gonna look amazing already. They've just put some new lights on the ceiling.
They did some new lighting in the ceiling.
Yeah, it's gonna be really nice.
Really bright in there. I think it's going to be great for the yarn. Great for us. Really excited about that. We are on track for our timeline right now of having our first show be Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks, which I talked about a little bit yesterday, and that is going to be awesome. So Dean is actually working on putting all the classes up on the website that I kind of sneak peeked yesterday with you for Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks, which you can find at eurekafiberintheozarks.com. So if you need any more information about that.
And the classes should be on sale probably sometime this weekend, but definitely by the 15th of December.
And we'll also have the Friday night event stuff up. So we are super excited to have Ann Weaver coming from Plied Yarn Co. in Baltimore to be our guest speaker, and she'll be doing a couple classes with us. And
she's vending at the event.
At the event, and so I'm just so excited about that. I took my very first steeking class from Ann, and so.
Was that the one where you staked the first sweater?
I staked my first sweater. It's actually right here. You want to grab it?
Sure.
Okay. You can talk first.
The first sweater that she ever knit, way back when she had just learned to knit. She knit the sweater, and then years later took a class from Ann Weaver and learned and steeked it.
Yes. So this is my steeked sweater. And it's an hourglass sweater from the Last Minute Knitted Gifts series. It's a book, and it's a nice little sweater. Did it out of Malabrigo worsted, which is a single ply, which I have since never recommended as a sweater yarn to anyone ever. Beautiful sweater. Great. It is heavy, and it will felt at a moment's glance. But it is absolutely
first sweater quantity of yarn.
Yes. I bought it at Crafty Hands in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is not there anymore.
Yep.
So yeah, that was, and we were on a trip to Mammoth Caves.
That was one of our first road trips after our honeymoon road trip.
Yeah, so we went on this big road trip to for spring break to to Mammoth Caves, and we camped, and I think it rained
It
for a
did.
couple of days.
We did some
in
hiking.
there. We did
And
some hiking. We did all the cave tours.
yeah, it was a
So
lot of fun.
it was a really great
That
trip.
was 12 years ago. Right?
Yeah. So yes, and then it took me a year and a half to finish the sweater because I basically got to where I only had the sleeves left, and then I didn't know how to do the sleeves. So because it's knit from the bottom up in the round, and then you do the raglan shaping, which you set off the sleeves like when you do them, like you knit. I don't know how you do it. I don't remember how you do it, but basically, like I had to provisional cast on, but I didn't know how to provisional cast on.
I remember the sleeve being completely separate. From
I
the
was like,
sweater.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it was a really fun adventure for me, and I'm really glad that I've kept it up. So she's not teaching her seeking class, but if you ever get a chance to take a class with her, I highly recommend this one. So yeah, so there you go. Is that?
That's all about Eureka. We've already got the vendors
Yeah.
finalized. We're getting the classes finalized. The
Mhm.
Friday night event.
Yeah.
All the details, everything for all the details will be up on the website by the 15th of this month. So
Yep. And yeah, so we're having a really good time of being here right now. So we got a couple of errands to run this afternoon, so we'll try to grab some footage of that.
Mhm.
We're headed out to the post office and grab some lunch soon.
Mhm.
But I've already finished my knitting for the day, so just the hat. That's all I have left to do today.
yes,
And maybe I can. I mean, it's possible.
it's fine. You can. I mean, you've been knitting a lot today.
The other day I
Yeah,
did
you did
like
that one. That whole hat.
I got it from this
the
point.
ribbing to the
Yeah, to the end by
Yep.
like 11 p.m. So I could totally do it. Yes. What do you guys think? All right, we're gonna finish a hat today. How does that sound? What are you guys up to? What are you knitting? What are you making? Crocheting, spinning, weaving,
Finishing all those gifts.
finishing all your gifts. What are you doing? I want to know. I feel like I've asked this way too late in this video because no one's gonna see this part, but it's okay. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we got. So
Thanks.
we'll see you guys later. Bye.